And good evening, everybody, and welcome here to Bristol Motor Speedways. We're getting set for our 7th race of the season for the PCSRA Coca-Cola Truck Series. First, this is the non-charter group. What you're going to see is the non-charter races for this one and our main event all in one video. So I will have all the timestamp links down below in the description. We were originally supposed to have gone to Iowa Speedway. I did non-charters for both trucks and Buffalo Wild Wings series, and I tried to do the main event, but it turned out to be a giant wreck fest, and I really didn't want a giant wreck fest and all that. So we've come to Bristol Dirt instead for the Pinty's truck race on dirt. So we're going to first show you the grid. That's not the grid, that's the entry list foils. Sheesh. There's the grid. Jim Bailey on the pole, Momo Akari, Matt Smith, Nick Jackson. And we're going to show you the rest right down there, the 39th. So these are going to be 20 laps, these drivers, as we're going to go ahead and get these trucks going because I don't want to waste any time here. Later on in the video, you'll see the point standings coming into this race as we're going to go ahead and get these trucks going. If I need to, I'll turn the AI down, so that way the main event will turn into a giant you-know-what show, if you know what I mean. And for those asking, as looks like we have a trucks problem, so we're going to have to take another pace lap, so that start has officially been waved off. Somebody in the back did not want to go. It was like, no, I don't want to take the start. And we're like, yes, you do. You must take the start, you stupid numpty. So we have been given another pace lap, and we're going to go green. Hopefully nobody decides to drop down the apron. I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to start here for the truck series drivers. Here we go. Bristol Dirt non-charter race number 1 is green. Let's go racing. And since we're going to a dirt track in a couple of days at Springfield, we decided to make this race weekend a dirt weekend. So hopefully you guys understand that. And I flipped my coin, and it'll be top 2 in this race and top 3 in race number 2. That will be joining the other 37 drivers into the main event, which that race will be 150 laps, and I believe that race will not have pit stops, if you know what I mean. June Bailey currently the leader. Bailey has not made a race since Ricky, believe it or not. Matt Smith, on the other hand, I don't think has made a start this season. And of course, it's not the truck series that had to relocate here to Bristol. The Buffalo Wild Wings series also had to relocate here to Bristol Dirt. I thought we were under yellow, but we're not. The only series that did not change, however, was the Monster Energy drivers. They're going to remain at Springfield as planned. Now, for those asking about this track, this is a different Bristol Dirt. This is not the one with the black walls and all that yada yada yada. This is like a 2001 version of Bristol Dirt, where it still has, there you see the Winston Cup Series logos on the wall. That really tells you how old this track is, but it should bring out some exciting racing. Later on in the show, we will show you your point standings going into this race. And 20 laps, even though 20 laps don't seem much for this one, they're going to have to do 150 laps, so Of course, remember, 5 drivers will make it into this race to join the other 37. And you'll get to see, we will talk about the point situation coming into this race. We'll also talk about the playoff situation coming into this race. It'll be 150 laps. I think tomorrow night will be 200 laps for the Buffalo Wild Wings series, as they will run the University of Northwestern Ohio 200. Check the back of the field. Jordan Anderson struggling back here. Michelle Furling in the 28 truck this week. Kyle Langland's back here. Felipe Winterbottom. Ellen Benson back here. Sydney Ball. Prue Granger passing Sam Vickers. Tony Lopez. Tina Jones. That was Ty Gordon. Ooh, zero car really put the pressure there. Ben Carpenter, the points leader, he'll be racing here later this season at Bristol in the AutoZone Amateur Series. Ian Voles is back here. Paris Alexandria. Addison Jones trying to catch Abigail Stone. There's Emily Lipson back up front. 2 leaders of June Bailey and Matt Smith. For Smith, it would be his first start of the year. For June Bailey, it would be her second. It would be her first since Ricky. And June Bailey had a top 5 run at Ricky. But remember, she was a go or go homer. As we're at the last lap of this race. And June Bailey will win non-charter race number 1 as the yellow flag is out. Oh, it's a huge wreck on the last lap. Betty, is that Kyle? Yep, Kyle Langland, Lila Bakai, Tony Lopez spins Michelle Furling. That's female abuse. Daniel Voiles is in it. This is definitely worth a replay. Before we show your finishing results, let's take a look at what happened. DV is going to get turned around by Ty Gordon and sent the Starbucks Chevy Silverado into the wall. And the 26 is going to get hit by Sydney Bell. Got a little small piece of it. That was a 28. Kyle Langland into his Hedgehog brother. Sam Vickers involved. Well, that was interesting. Jordan Anderson picking up some spots. But an interesting way to start this weekend off. Put my phone down so I can write down the transfers. Alright, sorry about that. I had to write down the Matt Smith. Our main event. Drivers, unfortunately, will miss the race. Will be Abigail Stone, Emmy Lipson, Addison Jones. She'll hand the wheel back over to Landon Ching next week. But we know we haven't seen the last of Addison Jones. Nick Jackson, David Van Buren, Pete Heller, Jennifer Power, Malin Lee, Darren Strout, Emily Green, Mirabel Madrigal, David Heller, Emma Tutu, Momo Akari, Noah Platts, Alex Gordon, Ty Gordon, Tina Jones, Xavier Alsop, Ben Carpenter, Bell Santiago, Per Granger, Jared Clark, Kenny Fields, Sydney Ball, Ivory Walker, Paris Alexandria, Ellen Benson, Haley Deegan, Felipe Winterbaum, Jordan Anderson, Daniel Vole, Sam Vickers, Tony Lopez, Lila Bagay, Michelle Furling, and Kyle Langland. Those drivers will miss the show. And now let's get into our second race. And then it'll be time for our main event because I have to put the roster together.
Drivers to your cars.
Drivers are already in their cars, you derping hyena. And Mega Knight on the pole alongside of Veronica Platts. Here's the rest of the grid. Get these drivers ready to go. So the top 3 would transfer into the main event for tonight's race. Had our wreck towards the end of our non-charter race. Matt Smith and June Bailey have already cleared tech. Both of them are using the restroom right now, and they will be getting ready to go and be fresh and ready to go for tonight's 150 laps. Green flag for non-charter race number 2. That's going to be a problem they're going to have all night, is seeing where they're going. Here comes Exmendia Contreras. Exmendia Contreras, Luca Rosso in second. Battle for the final transfer spot. It's going to go to Greg Rutz. There's Angela Thornburg back here with Crystal Fontaine. A lot of 3 wide and a lot of give and take, if you ask me. Juliana Bata. Stephen Bear trying to make his Truck Series debut. Sydney Vortex, Brittany White, Ashton Wright, Phil Cooper. There's Luca Rosso, Greg Rutz, and now Exmendia Contreras. We're now at the halfway point, coming up to the halfway point of this non-charter race. Yellow is out. Oh, and that's a huge wreck. Noah Parker and Ben Kalikawak have found the wall. The yellow is out. See what caused this yellow and why the lights had to come on, is that had to pop up. Go to rear chase. Oh. Must have started with Kalikawak. Yeah, he got turned. He got clipped by the 83. And William Davis just committed female abuse. Yep. Right there, nudges the 80. Round the 80 goes. And William Davis gets Noah Parker and Hilda DeYoung as they take him up in the wall. And that will be our first caution of the night. And this one, we had a yellow towards the end of the race. All right, pace car back off. We'll have 5 to go. Nobody out of the race from that incident. So we're back to green. Jake Putnam already half a lap down. Saw somebody just come to pit road just now. Eileen Burnett, Crystal Fontaine, and Jay Green. They passed before the start-finish line. That's why they're... why they got black flagged. As we're at 2 laps of racing to go. We're at the white flag one more time around. And Exmendia Contreras wins. Second is Greg Rudds and Brianna Knight. Took the final transfer spot. Good. Exvendia Control will make the race, and they're gonna probably use the bathroom right now, so that way they're all fresh and ready to go for tonight. Drivers who will not make the show: Ashton Wright, Chase Brooks, Carter Howland, Luca Rosso, Phil Hooper, Nick Martin, Brittany White, Stephen Bear, Liliana Bata, Sydney Vortex, Daniel Witter, Alicia Marquez, William Johnson, William Davis, Marco Diaz, Natalie Fisher, James Orman, Sam Rogers, Angela Thornburg, Veronica Platts, Tommy Walker, that's who it was. Noah Parker, Wayne Lopez, Hilda DeYoung, Lainey Fredrickson, Monica Towns, Nick Nelson, and Santiago, former winner of the season, Luke Peters, Ben Kalikwak, Jake Putnam, Brad Lewis, Jay Green, Eileen Burnett, and Chris Fontaine. Those drivers will not make the show. Now that we know our 5 drivers that will make it into the main event, we're going to head out. Get ready to head for Bristol. Get ready for live coverage of our dirt race. All right. Alright, trying to make sure I know the title of this race so that way I don't derp. We'll go over some stuff in just a second as I try to get it down to a perfect one. And the command has been given. Alright, so welcome. There's the grid on the left here, Charlie Silver on the pole. Azar Amirmowez starts last. Here's a look at your points entering tonight's race. Really a close battle here. It's Riley Bleer alongside. Then we have Patrick Combs and April Winters, last week's winner at Coca-Cola Super Speedway. The points coming into this race, Sarah Costello has a 62-point lead over Hattie Swore entering this evening's event. Bridget Thomas is third, 93 points back, and then 10 points back of her. 103 back, Victor Gonzalez, he's fourth. Jessica Moore is fifth. She starts in the fifth spot right there. That's April Winters, who's sixth. Seventh, Azar Mirmowez, who starts last. Tico Jumiaka, Erica Douglas, and Benny MacArthur. That's your top 10. Time to get these trucks rolling for the Pinty's. What's it called again? The Pinty's Truck Race Under. That's what it is. Need to memorize that name. Pinty's Truck Race Under. Okay, there we go. I don't have that far to go on tires or fuel. Nope. Here we go, green flag. We're racing at Bristol Dirt. Looks like we're under caution. Yes, we are. Had somebody go really slow. That's Megan Knight, who raced her way into this race tonight from the non-charter event. She got involved. Bridget Thomas third in the points, gets Chloe Carmichael and Heather Gallant. Sent all three of those trucks in the inside wall. Then who was that? That was Jesse R. Got the points leader, Sarah Costello. I saw the 49 Carla Sanat get a piece of it. Then Megan Knight's woes continue. Who hit Megan Knight after she got hit? Let's look at the aerial view. It's like Sean Art got a piece of it. Jimmy Baker in the O2. Lauren Grubius. That's kind of it. And Charlie Silver decided to stay out. Got some trucks a lap down. Makara Mirmowez is on the tail of the lead lap. 77, 81, 19, 13, 17, 42, and 12 were lapped down, but nobody out of the race as we're back to green. Annie Crenshaw with a lightning restart as she's trying to get her lap back. I think she got trapped a lap down. And that was out of her control. Charlie Silver trying to put Makara Mirmo as a lap down. Charlie Silver comes in this race in that critical 30th in the points. Has not scored a top 5 or a top 10 this season. I also want to check something real quickly from qualifying. That was also his first pole. Of the season for Charlie Silver. As he finally puts Makara a lap down. A win for Charlie Silver not only can keep him away from 30th in the points, but keep him out of the danger zone and would get into the playoffs providing he remains in the top 30 in points. Jessica Moore a lap down. Bridget Thomas just passed Tico Jumiaka for second. Where's the 46 running 31st? And there's the gal that's trying to run her down for the points lead, Hattie Sward. Last time I scored in 7th. Hattie came in this race 2nd in points. Charlie Silver's got a couple of lap cars in between himself and the driver in second. That's now Benny MacArthur. While these drivers are in a run, I'm going to go top my motor off. That's Toby. Looks like I didn't miss much. Except Charlie Silver's about to catch some lap traffic up ahead. That's Megan Knight. Knight's actually 1 lap down, so Megan Knight not having a good run here. Megan Knight is actually making her 2nd start of the season. These Truck Series drivers and Buffalo Wild Wings Series drivers have dirt flaps and dirt tires on their race trucks. Family?
My sister and my daughter.
Gotcha. Wow.
I got a call at like 6:40 from the facility that he was at. His dad wasn't answering the phone, so apparently they had my number on there for the front back to that contact information. So the nurse called and told me this morning. Did you hear what I said, Brian?
Well, when your family did pass away?
No, Daryl.
Daryl Shackelford.
Daryl. Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
He died at like 4 something this morning.
Well, sorry to hear that.
Condolences to his family.
I had to call his dad and tell his dad because the nurse was like she had to call him, but his dad wasn't answering. So yeah.
Okay.
So I've been up since like 6:40 this morning dealing with that.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
I can't imagine what tomorrow's going to be like at the workshop when Steven has to tell everybody else. Oh, God.
I'm hoping that Stephen and Mario don't tell everybody else and just let Mr. tell everybody else.
I don't think they need to know.
So
I don't think
Carlos
the
and
workshop
not
needs to
in
know.
danger of going a lap down.
why do y'all think that they need to know?
Because they might get all emotional, cry, all that
I
stuff.
mean, that's normally what you do when somebody dies.
Yep.
But we had friends there, they should know. Wouldn't you want your friends to know?
That's why this October it'll be.
If something happens to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want my friends to know if something happens to me.
Yeah, and it'll be 2 years actually coming up when we get to October since my stepmom died.
Oh, that was recent.
Yeah. It'll be, God, it'll be 4 years from now. It'll be 20 years since my grandpa died.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew you grandpa.
And that was my dad's dad.
That's what happened this morning.
Charlie Silver currently still leads.
Yeah, that one.
Bridget Thomas in second. Just got around Jessica Moore, not for position.
When the service is, or when his dad calls to let me know if you guys like to attend or not.
Considered tonight?
No, we just died today. It's not gonna be tonight. That's too soon.
Oh.
I don't know.
They have to plan everything out.
Oh yeah.
And
I was thinking, no, I can't do it. No, maybe sometime like,
well, we can't really say when. That's whenever his parents decide to set the date.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just asking if they were to have a service, would y'all like to go?
I would like to go.
I don't know.
So,
I think we should all go just to pay our respects, in my opinion.
I'll find out the information. I'll let you guys know.
All right. Will do.
Okay, I'm about to go eat real quick.
Of course,
10 minutes, and I'm gonna go to Walmart to do grocery shopping if y'all wanna go.
That's fine.
So,
and we'll make sure to help you out when you honk the horn.
yeah, where I live is just across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's cross street almost.
Next truck Charlie's over is about to lap is Lucky Prescott.
True. Oh,
Yeah, by the time you're watching this, it's already happened, so just letting y'all know.
dang it.
Well, then now I have to release the news to everybody.
Daryl has,
Passed away?
yeah, he's dead.
Oh, man.
I mean, we can eat leftovers. I mean, that would just save us.
You ever wanted to crop light? Don't worry about it. That thing. On the wall.
Yeah.
If and when Toby comes back in this house, we have to let him know
About what?
about Daryl.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know who I'm gonna. Well, there's one person I'm gonna have to reveal.
Never listens.
Well, there's gonna. Oh. I was gonna say there's. Well, there's one person I'm going to have to tell him the news,
Yeah.
and Brian knows who I'm referring to.
Oh,
CJ.
Yeah.
I have to let CJ in on the news.
Yeah.
I bet you he'll be shocked. So.
yeah, he is too.
I don't know.
He was supposed to be stupid.
I don't know what it is. I couldn't get that chicken leg out when we had it in the crock pot.
Chicken.
No, when that chicken that was in that stew in that crock pot, I couldn't get it out because it was piping hot. So
So this
Ashton Ingersoll's gone a lap down, and now Azara Mirwez has now gone a lap down. So we're down to 29 trucks on the lead lap. This is a lot different race than what I thought we were going to have here at Bristol Dirt compared to Iowa, because they were racking up like 13, 14 cautions. This is kind of, I think I made the right decision on the track change, so because we're getting into a green flag run. Like I said, there are no pit stops in this race because everybody can make it 150 laps on Sunoco fuel. I know for certain in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series race tomorrow night, they will not make it 200 laps. Actually, the last funeral I went to was actually one of my coaches I did an interview with at PCO. That was actually my last real funeral service. So.
Ford truck.
Hang on.
Who was that?
I think that might be.
That's Andre's dad.
Oh, we have to tell Andre the news. Oh, sheesh.
You don't know.
Or let Tequila handle that.
You know.
Bet you Andre will be in a state of shock as well. Yeah, that was actually the last funeral I went to in person. Was Coach Birchie.
Wow.
And we renamed the court in his honor that one year. And I went to his funeral, and I was grateful to go to his funeral because I did an interview with him at Putnam City, so. Yeah. Well, this race has really, as we're about to get the halfway point of this race. Answers in third. I do, however, need to call Grandma and let her know. I'll let my aunt know, and I'll let my grandma know the news.
Hello. Come on in. Come here.
Welcome home, Andre.
Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy. Sean, we're doing good. Sean Art going the lap down. Only one yellow and the rest of this race going green. This has been an interesting race. As we're now halfway through the Pinty's truck race on dirt.
Nice and hot out there.
Yes, it is. See, you do that under me? I did also. Oh, you do all those? Oh, okay. See you guys later.
All right.
Okay.
You have a good night.
You too. See you later.
All right.
Charlie Silver's been pretty dominant so far. Bridget Thomas in second. Battle for third between... Actually, that's not for position, I'm sorry. April Winters third. Fourth, Benny MacArthur. Prudence Littlejohn is in fifth. Sixth, Exmendia Contreras. Hattie Swartz seventh. Eighth, Chloe Carmichael. Sam Rogers ninth. 10th is Greg Rutz. Cara Mirmois just went to pit road. Back to the 9. Like Carlos Sonat just came to pit road. Sarah Costello is coming to pit road. That is the points leader coming into this race. As of this recording, if you didn't hear the news, my old roommate Daryl Shackelford died today. As Charlie Silver's coming to pit road, I didn't expect pit stops to become a thing. Everyone has come to pit road, as they couldn't make it on that. On tires. Benny MacArthur has pitted. Greg Rutz is the leader. I'll have to call my grandmother and let her know what happened, so I'm gonna put it back on the 9. Looks like Silver's still pitting. Tatum Wright, we're told, is the leader. I'll actually call my aunt and let her know the news. Peter Ramirez is second. Tatum's trying to get the pit road. And she will. Where's Peter Ramirez? There she is on pit road. .33, okay, leader, bleh. backwards. Little John all over the back of Greg Rutt. There's Xmendia Contreras. And looks like the 74 of Hattie Swore inherit the lead. Hattie Swore made a great pit stop. Hattie Swore goes to victory lane. Not only would she confirm herself a spot in the playoffs, she would take the points lead heading into next week. Already at 50 to go. This has been going on for 37 minutes, to my surprise. Sorry, I was on a bug killing streak. Hattie Swore, been impressive today. Hattie Swore is also going to be in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series race tomorrow, in which she will inherit all the points Heather Galloway has gotten. She's still leading over Xmendia Contreras right there. Greg Rutz would be the highest driver in points of the non-charter clan. It's like somebody just came to pit road. I don't know who came to pit road. Actually, let go. Sorry for not talking much in this race. Of course, we've been doing some silent laps for my former roommate, Daryl Shackelford. So, letting you all know that. I'm also eating a peanut brittle, so. Hattie Swore, who won at Las Vegas earlier this year. As I said, if she goes to victory lane for the second time this year, she would automatically confirm herself a spot into the playoffs. And she's battling her teammate, Sarah Costello, for the points lead. Let's talk about the playoff grid now that we're talking about race wins, since I forgot to do that earlier in the show because I had to listen to my house manager with the sad news of Daryl's passing, which I will have to let Grandma know. And if we can do it on the day I'm not at work, that would be appropriate and all that. So, because I have some, I can try to find some nice shirt. So, as things stand, April Winters has a win. Hattie Swore, Tico Giuliacca, and Samantha Granger. Those four are in. Costello, Bridget Thomas, Victor Gonzalez, Jessica Moore, Azar, Amir Moaz, Erica Douglas. Let me see. 4, 5, 6. Those are the drivers that would hold those spots as far as the playoffs are concerned.
There's Toby.
Yeah, once Toby gets in this house, we need to have a sit-down talk with him about what happened with Daryl.
Okay.
It's nothing he did wrong, it's just we just want to have a chat with him.
Right. You going Zorn? To get what?
20 to go. It's dinner time.
Okay.
This would be a big victory for Hattie Swore because June Bailey, who's running in second, she would not be in the playoffs because A, she is so far down in points, it would be impossible for her to make it in the top 30 in the points for that win to count towards a spot in the playoffs, but would like to go to victory lane this season. So, you know, she doesn't have anything to lose with the 143 and all that.
Tired.
05, however,
Hey, Toby.
Benny MacArthur and Hattie Swore.
How you doing? Not so good. I'm sorry.
Hattie Swore, currently the leaders. We have 15 to go. Hattie's just trying to hang on. And like I said, she comes this race second in the points.
What was?
Toll-free call, which I don't accept that.
So we eat leftovers?
And that's, I rather eat leftovers than anything.
Y'all want to?
What she better hope for is the 44.92 goes side by side. As we're at 10 laps of racing to go here at Bristol Dirt. Victor Gonzalez, one of those drivers, a win for him, he would secure a spot into the playoffs because he's inside the top 10 in the points. Even though Victor Gonzalez is currently in the playoff grid based on points alone. As Stephanie Driscoll made contact with Lucky Prescott. Hey. And there goes Victor Gonzalez. Yellow's out. This is going to change the race. Our second caution of the night with 6 laps to go. That ended a very good green flag run. See who the yellow was for. Trying to find the culprit here, and it might have been. Was Xmendia Contreras. She had a good run going in the top 10. Raced her way into the event via the non-charter race.
Oh, okay.
And she's out of the race. But that was the last yellow Victor Gonzalez wanted to see. We're in for a fun of a race to close this out.
Take,
The leftovers
look,
and that crock pot over there. Yeah.
Green, white checker to end off tonight's race.
see this pop out right here?
Yeah.
Green flag.
Was that meat that we didn't eat yesterday? Meat and whatever.
Yellow is out, and that's going to end the race as the 49 truck blew up. Third caution of the race, that will end it, and Victor Gonzalez will get his first win of his Truck Series career.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like we need to show you a replay of the incident. No need to look at a replay. And off turn number 4, Victor Gonzalez of Puerto Rico will win the Pinty's truck race on dirt. And Victor Gonzalez, 4th in the points. Might have just locked himself a spot into the playoffs. Standings are now official. They put everybody else a lap down for some reason. I don't know why. But either way, I will still count 24 drivers that finished on the lead lap. So, yeah. But Victor Gonzalez, the winner. Hattie Swore, so close, will settle for second, but she might take the points lead heading into next week. June Bailey comes home third, Benny MacArthur fourth, Sam Rogers in fifth. That's a go or go homer, by the way. Chloe Carmichael in sixth, Jimmy Baker will need a run for him in seventh. Justin Hugo, Erica Douglas, Sarah Costello complete top 10. I don't know. I think Sarah might keep the points lead. If not, Hattie could take the points lead. I don't know who would be the points leader. Rest of your top 15 is Bridget Thomas, Charlie Silver, Matt Smith, Makara Mirwes, and Greg Runtz. The rest of the top 20 are Prudence Littlejohn, Tatum Wright, Lauren Grubius, sorry, Heather Gallant, and Ashley Horton, excuse me. Lauren Ekstrom was actually driving the pace truck tonight. 24 drivers finished the race on the lead lap. Ignore these drivers, got lap from Baker all the way down to Prescott. As you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results, only 2 drivers finished out of the race. Carla Sinat with an engine failure. That ended the race, and Exmedia Contreras due to the yellow that took her out of the race with less than 10 to go. So this was a good race. I thought this was going to be a demolition derby, but with 3 cautions, we'll take it. Rare for a Bristol race to go 3 cautions. Very, very rare. Well, I can guarantee you it's going to shake the points up heading into next week's event. If I'm not mistaken, next week we're going to Pikes Peak for the Truck Series. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's race from Bristol Motor Speedway. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. These are your results one more time, all the way down to 42nd. Up next will be the Buffalo Wild Wings Series race weekend as we cap off the Bristol weekend. Then we will head over to Springfield for the Monster Energy Series, as they're going to go dirt racing at Springfield. Buffalo Wild Wings Series racing tomorrow night here at Bristol Dirt. You'll see your rookie points and overall points for trucks heading into next week at Pikes Peak. So hope you will tune in for that. But until then, I've been Dean Duvall signing off. Thanks for watching another broadcast courtesy of the PCSRA, the best center racing around the world since 2017. Good night from Bristol Motor Speedway.